Okay guys, we're back for some post-workout and mobility work for Tuesday, still on the 14th. We're gonna start by getting some blood flow to those hamstrings with all that reverse lunging and the deadlifting that we did today, because these were our primary movers. So we're gonna do 100, so you heard it right, 100 hamstring curls. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. If you can get you some resistance, that's fantastic. It needs to be just a little bit. It doesn't need to be heavy. You should not be struggling through this. You should be able to fly through these, because again, this is more for blood flow and recovery and flushing out lactic acid versus working hard. Well, you're still gonna work hard, but from a heavy struggling perspective, you shouldn't have to struggle too hard to curl this. All right, so I'm gonna show you what a hamstring curl looks like with no resistance, but this is what we're gonna be doing with whatever resistance apparatus we can find, okay? So you're gonna lay on the floor. The key here is to try to keep your hip bones touching the floor, okay? Because as you're gonna curl your heels towards your butt as far as you can go. If you allow your hips to come up off of the floor, then that means that you're using your hip flexors and you're no longer using your hamstrings. So if you find that you're going here, then stop the movement right before your hips start to come up, okay? So it should look here, okay? You should feel that right in that belly of your hamstring. That's no weight. If you have a small dumbbell, grab it between your feet without killing yourself, okay? You're going to curl, 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 curl. It doesn't take much. I mean, this is a 3-pound dumbbell and it's already working my hamstrings, okay? So go through 100 of those. Don't feel like you have to do those unbroken. Maybe sets of 20 or 25, but you should feel a pretty darn good burn on the back of your legs. If you have a band, set yourself up with a band. Got one attached right here. The tricky part is getting it attached to your foot. So I just basically kind of try to put it behind the heel of my shoe. You're gonna lay on the floor and set up where you're contracted with that band so you know how far you need to be. And then you'll go, okay? So that's gonna give you some resistance both directions. And again, watch your butt coming up. You don't wanna see that, okay? Another way you can do it is if you have a bench. You can lay on the bench. And again, just have something in between your feet, or even attach a band down here if you've got one. All right, after those, you're gonna get yourself into what we call a pretzel. It's a person or a human pretzel, basically, okay? I'm gonna show you the best I can. But basically, you're gonna lie on your stomach, maybe your side. The top leg is gonna be bent forward, okay? From here, you're trying to lie your chest back and lay here. If you are able, that under leg, grab your toe and pull it towards your butt while you're laying all the way back. So this is just a static stretch. You're gonna lay here, trying to keep your shoulder, both of your shoulders on the ground ideally. I don't have the thoracic mobility for that, but you're basically gonna just sit like this, feel a good stretch here, and if you can grab that other foot, you're gonna feel it right here on that hamstring, okay? So 1 minute per side, and then you're gonna do what we call a QL walk, okay? So your QL is those muscles right in here, used for stabilization and other things, okay? So a QL walk is kind of like a butt penguin walk, okay? So you're gonna sit with your feet forward and you're just gonna shimmy, okay? 10 forwards, 10 back, 3 times, okay? So you'll end up doing 60 in total, 30 forward, 30 backwards, okay? That's all we got today. That's a lot. I think you guys will feel really good when you're done. I know I do, and I'm just going through the movements. Y'all enjoy your Tuesday the 14th.